Here's some shadow stuff. A few people were asking me how I did the macro shadow video. I did a couple tricks on my Instagram with the idea of having skates on and skates off. I only did just a few tricks, and I had this idea in mind for quite a long time. I made some modifications. It was a big luck that the newest Eclipse liners come with a Velcro strip, the soft. Notice the hard, the sticky part. The sticky part is on the Eclipse liners as it comes from the factory, because this is the, I'm not sure if this is the regular. I'm not sure what's the difference between the regular black new Eclipse liners and the ones that came with the Oigonin Pro Skate Pro Shadow. Maybe it's the same, but it was definitely Oigon's idea to put Velcro on the liner, and the other side has the other part of the Velcro in the heel inside the cuff. Well, I don't have the actual Pro Skate. I have just a bunch of shadow parts, and I made these shadow skeletons from the parts I got. I am not really using the original strap, even though I have it. I just put this one on. This is, I think it's a FR. Well, it doesn't really matter. I just have it on. I just didn't really want to take it off. I made a strip. For some reason, this is the Shadow Avant. I'm not really sure if this came like this or the previous owner removed this part here to get a bit of a V-cut like effect. So I made this micro strip. So this is a nylon belt with a couple parts of Velcro stitched on, and I also attached it by screw so it stays where I want it to stay. I will not be removing these right now to show it. It's quite simple part, and I could really, well, the Velcro, the stitching gave up because I was giving this skate a bit of a hard time while I was doing the tricks, so I firmly just lock it on, stays there. Well, I'm not sure how the original one is attached on the Oigonin Pro Skate, but this one worked, well, somewhat okay. And I also realized that I need to add some Velcro to the receiver on the front. Otherwise the skate, I couldn't really lift the skate without this, and so I needed one part here, but I also had to add the soft part to the liner. This is the same construction. It's a black nylon belt with Velcro stitched on, and I also punched 2 holes so it won't be just wrapped around the liner. It is also held by the holes with the laces, and I also just fold this on so it stays here. Got a bit dirty because I was walking on this a couple times, but it held up quite well, although it was very annoying because it was very difficult to control. So my problem was the reason I was getting very infuriated, and I'm normally not the person who gets who does this, who throws fits and kicks around, takes off the skates, throws the skates around, kicks the spot, kicks the skates. So it really made me mad a couple of times. So it made me very mad a couple of times because when I wanted to release it, this Velcro was holding me in so much that I wasn't really able to release the skate to step on the skeleton. And when I stepped in and I wanted to roll away, it wasn't holding me in firmly enough. So next time I will be, if I ever do a similar experiment and fun video with skates on, skates off tricks, I will be using some kind of magnets somewhere here on the front and somewhere in the heel, or maybe somewhere around here, but we'll see. So here's some more Xsjado stuff for you Xsjado fans out there. I made this build because, you know, if you're into Xsjados, you must know that Powerslide found had an old trove of old parts stuck in China, which was stuck in some kind of Chinese warehouse for, I would say, probably for a decade, and they just managed to bring those here to the market, and they were selling parts for very cheaply. And I ordered a bunch of parts. I accidentally ordered two base plates, two white base plates, and I realized that I have enough parts to build nearly 3 complete Xsjado, at least, skeletons. This one I had in mind for quite a long time. It's the one with the grind shoes. I'm not really the biggest fan of the grind shoes. My biggest problem with grind shoes that you simply need to jog, and I don't really like jogging. I like rolling, as most of you do, I bet. So I didn't really have any big plans to do some very special tricks that I did with the Wacro Shadows, to step in, step out, do a grind with the grind shoe. It is possible. Well, probably not gonna do it. I have enough challenges and other ideas on my plate. It was just a fun build to make a good looking, very interesting, very unique setup.